Hey, what's up everyone? It's Stargirl.thepracticalwitch and welcome back to my channel. I am here today with a June 2020 pick a card prediction where we are going to find out what's coming for you June 2020 based on tarot and also based on astrology, because I am going to be throwing in some astrological transits as well, so you really know what you can expect June 2020. And I'm also a medium as well, so I'm going to try to pick up your spirit guides and channel the messages they are allowing me to see and channel for your month of June 2020. So I am going to show you guys an up close version of the cards, and I need you to pick one of the four groups when I do. So these are your 4 card options. This is group number 1, this is group number 2, this is group number 3, and this is group number 4. Feel free to pause the video if you need to really get a good look at the cards to see which one is calling to you. But once you pick a group, you can fast forward to the timestamps I provide in the description or the pinned comment below and click the timestamp next to your chosen group to fast forward right to your June 2020 prediction using tarot. So once again, I'm going to give you guys some time to really look at the cards, but please, I ask, pick with your intuition and gut and not your eyes, because I do find that warrants the best, most accurate results, because sometimes our eyes can be misleading because of the lighting and the camera angles. So really see which one your heart, soul, and third eye really feels drawn to, and please feel free to take as much time as you need. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started on this reading. Alright everyone, this is for everyone who chose this card right here. This is group number 1. Okay, so immediately group number 1, for those of you who picked this group, what I'm picking up is that you guys are kind of workaholics. You guys work yourself to the bone, and it's actually starting to become a detriment to your health. So this card is actually the Ten of Swords, but don't worry, it doesn't mean your July 2020 is going to be awful or anything like that. It just means that your spirit guides really want me to relate to you that your health is suffering due to over-exercising, overworking, not getting enough sleep, not eating enough, or maybe it's like you're just pushing yourself way too hard to the point of breaking. For some of you, this could be at school or at work, and a lot of you have noticed that your energy levels are actually starting to falter a little bit, and you think that you're failing, you can't keep up, and there's a lot of negative self-talk going on that's saying, oh no, why can't you be fast enough? Why can't you get it done? Other people get it done. This is what you're going through right now because, guys, you are naturally hardworking people. So for those of you who are a little bit younger, I'm going to tell you something, and I mean like early 20s or teenage years. I'm going to tell you something. If you guys are lazy, you have a hard time being on time for work, you have a hard time completing things, it's not because you are lazy, because group number 1, the people who pick this group, you guys are very dedicated, motivated workaholic types. And if you have not discovered it already, because you're younger, because a lot of the times our true birth charts, our true natures don't really come out till later in life. You're really going to discover this when you find your life purpose. You are going to be a very dedicated workaholic who gets a lot done and accomplishes a lot. So group number 1, I want you to know you are not naturally lazy. You are not naturally lethargic. You are not naturally unmotivated. The problem with you, group number 1, is one of a few things. So one thing, it could be that you're doing something that you're not very passionate about. For some of you, I heard dishwasher. Okay, for some of you, I also heard some sort of service industry, serving job, or some sort of job where you serve other people. So this could be anything from Uber driver, dishwasher, cleaner, some sort of service industry job that you're in, and you're having a hard time. Maybe a lot of you just feel very burnt out. You're missing some work. I'm hearing, or you're missing, you're having a hard time waking up for your appointments, or some of you, I'm hearing that you're in school, but you have a hard time turning in your assignments on time, or your parents, they tell you to do a chore, or you have a bunch of chores piled up that you just cannot get done. I'm seeing that your house is really messy, and I'm hearing that you have a lot of unfinished things left around that's causing you a lot of anxiety, group number 1. But your group is actually very positive because I channeled a lot of great things for you, okay? It's just spinning in my head, but we're going to get to what that is. But right now, Spirit really wants me to point out the fact that you are not lazy, you are not a good for nothing, you are not naturally unmotivated. It's just that your circumstance right now makes you feel like you are, because you're not giving the energy, or able to give the energy that you normally would on an everyday basis, or if you were in alignment, okay? You are not lazy, you are not a failure. Your body is literally just calling out for some sort of rest. I'm also hearing for some of you, group number 1, this could, like, this lack of energy could have something to do with your health, and not in a scary way, but I think you guys might have a vitamin deficiency. So I would definitely go to the doctors, or maybe you guys don't have time to cook, so you're eating out a lot, you're eating a lot of fast food, or you're eating a lot of processed food because you just have so much to do. You just don't have the energy to really invest in good food or good cooking. Group number 1, your spirit guides are saying that is why you are suffering from lower energy levels, lethargy, and you're having a hard time getting things done. And I'm also hearing for group number 1 that a lot of you, your spirit guides really want you to get on an exercise routine, because if you were to exercise just 2, 3, 4 times a week in a quick spurt for 20 minutes, this is going to raise your energy levels, because I see you guys have zero energy, and a lot of it has to do with food, a lack of good food and exercise, a vitamin deficiency. Please go see your doctor, but nothing serious. But they really do want you to focus on your health and start listening to your body, because you guys aren't able to get everything done that you used to be able to get done. That's essentially what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that you're juggling way too many things right now. Okay, so I actually just had, group number 1, a vision of the future for you. So you know how I was picking up that you're not naturally lazy, you're actually a workaholic, even though that might be shocking if you're younger because you have not went into your life purpose yet. I'm hearing, group number 1, that your natural state of being is one that is actually, so first of all, I have a vision of the future for you. Your future has a lot of abundance. I'm seeing, so first of all, we have the 9 of abundance, which is the 9 of Pentacles. And I got this vision of like a future tunnel looking out at the 9 of Pentacles. Group number 1, I want you to know, ooh, I'm getting the spiritual tingles. We're about to channel your guides because now I know they're here. Your future consists of a lot of material abundance, to the point where you're not just surviving and paying your bills. I'm seeing expensive vacations to Hawaii. I'm seeing a beautiful house, a big house with lots of acres, or a really nice house in the city. But honestly, for you guys, what I'm seeing is I see you living in a really big house in the country, more in nature, that's on a really nice piece of real estate. So what this is telling me, group number 1, is your future is prosperous, and not just prosperous in the way where you're working for someone else and getting a fat check, but you're miserable. Prosperous in the way where you're doing your life purpose and you're making a lot of money, to the point where you are taking nice vacations, you have a nice house, you are thriving, you're not just surviving, group number 1. That's the future I see for you. And this is the future that I see. I heard the number 28. When you're 28 years old. I also heard 33. And for some later viewers who are a lot older, I hear 44. And then for later, even older than that, I heard 60. Okay, so it's never too late, by the way. For those of you, I want you to know that that's what your future at those ages looks like. So right now, it might be very hard for you to imagine that, because you're so burnt out, your body's giving up on you. You can't make it to I hear you're missing appointments. Some of you are missing appointments and you don't like your environment, but you're too tired to do anything about it. You're missing a lot. You can't stay focused. This is because there needs to be a focus on your health. Once you get your health in check, the energy levels are going to pick back up. Because I want you to know, group number one, that life is an ebb and flow. Okay, so I'm a workaholic too. So I would love to always be getting like a pick a card a day going on. But if I do that, my health starts to suffer very badly and I don't have energy and I can't focus. And I spent 1 month only making 2 videos one time because I needed to start working out and eating healthy. This is what the cycle will do if it's not balanced. Okay, so let's see what else that I'm seeing for you here. So one thing I'm really picking up, group number one, is that you do have a very powerful life purpose. So I have the North Node and Pluto. So I'm willing to bet a lot of you have North Node Pluto conjunction in your birth charts. If you don't, that's fine. But I'm seeing that a lot of you have a purpose that you were brought here on Earth to do. You didn't just incarnate on this Earth to experience the human plane. You incarnated on this Earth for a very big life purpose. And this is why you are naturally a workaholic and you will push yourself to the brink when you find something you're very passionate about or something you feel called to do. And I'm seeing this is just reiterating the vision I had of you. You will find this life purpose. You are going at the pace that you need to go, but it's something very powerful, something very big. And this is why when you were younger, you always felt like you had a very big mission here on Earth. It is because you were born with a very big mission here on Earth that has to do with your life purpose, which you will work as a job, which is the thing that is going to bring you a lot of abundance. But right now, there's a slowdown because you are overwhelming yourself with too many steps ahead, too many things, and possibly you might not even be on the right path. So if it's not like you're overwhelming yourself with work, group number one, because this is a general reading, what's going on is you're experiencing burnout and a lack of energy and a lack of motivation because you're not on path to your life purpose, so your soul sees it as a waste of time. So that's essentially is what is going on. Okay, so group number one, this is a message I just got from your spirit guides, which I'm going to try to pick up some of your spirit guides here shortly because I did feel them here earlier. So one thing that I was seeing for you is that, first of all, June 2020 for you, group number one, is going to be a time of relaxation, rest, getting your body healthy, and kind of allowing yourself to be a lump or spend time inwardly. So one thing, group number one, I don't see this being a productive month for you. And this is because your spirit guides want you to focus this month on you healing your body and your heart with exercise, with cutting out things that are hard on your heart, maybe cutting down on caffeine, because I'm hearing a lot of you have a very big caffeine addiction or energy drink or nicotine addiction or something like that, group number one. Something that helps you get through your days, I'm hearing, to get more things done, not really like a get high addiction, but more of a something that helps you get things done. Your spirit guides are going to slow down your progress and kind of lower your energy levels a little, group number one, because they want you to focus on really healing yourself. And I know that sucks to hear because as a workaholic, when I have these months, it is the worst thing ever that I can't get things done and focus. But Mercury retrograde is going to be happening towards the end of June, and essentially it's going to be in Cancer, so no one's going to be able to focus anyway. So this is the perfect time to really let yourself relax. So if you sense yourself zoning off, not being able to focus, the dishes are piling up, just start out slow. Start out with a workout routine, eating really well, any little thing every day, and try to be consistent with it. If you do those little steps, trust me, by the next month it's going to pick up again. I'm also hearing, group number one, you have a lack of creativity, spark, and passion in your life. So your spirit guides are trying to, I'm hearing creative blocks. Your spirit guides are saying you are too close to your situation right now. You're beating a dead horse. Okay, that's essentially what I'm seeing. You're beating a dead horse, which is your body. And because of that, you're not generating your creative ideas or your inspired ideas like you normally do. Some of you might be entrepreneurs is what I'm hearing. You're not having fresh new ideas because you haven't given yourself a time to step out, take a break, and allow your body to regenerate so your mind is working at its fullest capacity. And just in general, guys, you're going to get your creativity and spark for life back if you just trust me. And in July 2020, you guys just take it easy and you take a break and you allow yourself to really just focus on you as opposed to outwardly and the things that you need to do. And I know that's really hard for some of you who have a full-time job and kids, but try not to push yourself too hard. I know I'm hearing a lot of you have a lot of pride, which means you take pride in your work, and a lot of you, I'm hearing perfectionism. So if you're not able to perform at your best capacity, or if you're not going as strongly as you normally are, it really hurts your pride if your work is not good. Even if it's a stupid, hourly job. If you're not doing the best you can, it hurts your pride to say that you need to break and to back off. But your spirit guides really are saying to me, they want you to be gentle with yourself. They really do. Specifically what I'm hearing. So first of all, one of your spirit guides, guys, is actually the divine masculine. I'm actually picking up the twin flame energy. So you guys could be the divine masculine. If you guys are the divine masculine, and it doesn't matter about sexual orientation or gender or anything. If you're divine masculine or feminine in a twin flame union, like this yin and yang, there's the white side and the black side, and they come together and they fit perfectly. So I'm actually sensing group number 1 that your spirit guide, hold on, let me hear for a second. No, your spirit guide is not your twin flame. Okay, no, what they want to tell you is that you need to learn balance right now. So I'm hearing a lot of you guys like to binge on things. You binge work, you binge eat, then you starve yourself, then you spend too much time laying in bed, you don't sleep at all, then you sleep too much, you binge on things a lot. There's a lack of balance in your life, and your spirit guides are saying you're going to be the most productive when you balance it. So you have, 6 small meals a day, you have a workout plan, then you work, 8 hours, they want you to balance your life more. And this is why, that way of living has caught up to you. And I know, once again, it's really hard if you're someone who's living on minimum wage. Trust me, I hate it. That's something that I really hate about this world. But what I'm trying to tell you is that you do have a very powerful purpose here on earth. And I got the chills again, and you are going to find it. I saw that future for you, group number 1, but right now, it's very important for you to rest and take a break and really learn the importance of balance. Also, what I'm seeing as well, group number 1, is that I'm hearing a lot of bees, and I'm also seeing like a colony of bees, and I also got a vision of a tree with a bunch of different apples on it. So what I'm seeing for you, group number 1, is I actually feel as though spirit is going to send you people in your life who's going to help take the load off, or you're going to work in some sort of creative team. Let me go ahead and get some clarifiers about this team. So we have, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. This is where your thought is at right now. Group number 1 is, there's like an overactive root chakra where we're really scared about material things, our safety, our security, our financial security. And this is because Sun and Venus are going to be conjunct in June 2019, which makes us want material things. And also being too frivolous or too cautious with money, good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. So there's a lot of worry about saving money and your security. And also I'm hearing too, a lot of you are just really, guarded off and blocked, like your heart chakra. I'm seeing group number 1. Have I been saying 2? I meant 1. I got the Lovers 3 times for you in 3 different decks, which is telling me there is some important love or friendship connection in your life in June 2020, and to focus on that, and also your health and balancing out your life, because this person is going to help you out, I'm hearing, emotionally, and be good emotional support to you. And also I'm hearing a lot of you, this is only for some of you, because keep in mind this is a general reading and I'm getting overflowed by messages and it's getting really long. Group number 1, I'm hearing that some of you, you left somebody. There's been some sort of separation with somebody romantically or friendship-wise in your life. And this is because your heart was very blocked off from really connecting emotionally with this person, whether it's friend or romantic. And I'm hearing that this person that you left behind recently, you know, in the last year or the last few months, in that time frame, they are thinking about you and they want to reconnect in June 2020. And I'm hearing that this is somebody who's a soulmate, whether it's a friend or someone you dated or pushed away because you were too focused on finances or your heart was shut off at the time. I'm hearing that this person is a soulmate, and it could very likely, that's why I heard twin flame, could be your twin flame. And Spirit is saying that they really want you to stay and give the relationship another chance. They miss you a lot is what I'm hearing. And I think that you guys too have been thinking about this person, whoever it is. I'm sensing that this is going to be a really great relationship for you in June 2020. And that you guys are going to reconnect if you open up your heart and allow yourself to focus on these fulfilling relationships as opposed to your material worries, because this person could help you out quite a bit is what I'm hearing. I'm also seeing that you are going to see the angel number 666 quite a lot. This is a sign that you need balance. Ooh, and I just got the tingles. This is a sign you need balance. You're focusing way too much on the material. And also I'm sensing that whoever this person is in your life in June 2020, someone you're going to get very close to, whether it's romantic or friendship, they are going to bring you the 10 of Cups, which is fulfillment of emotions and love and happiness. And this love is going to heal you. So don't take them for granted is what I was hearing from Spirit. Let's see if we can see who this person is. So we have the Justice card, so they could be a Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm also hearing Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or they could have Saturn in Libra. Let's see what else. I'm also hearing that this person could teach you a lot about balance, or this could be someone you're already married to, maybe that you pushed away. But I'm definitely hearing like or a business partnership. This could also be a business partnership, guys. Some sort of very fulfilling partnership. With the 5 of Water though, I do feel like this is a relationship that didn't turn out the way you wanted to and has let you down in the past. But Spirit is saying that both of you are having too much pride right now to reach out to each other. But both of you are thinking about each other, and your higher selves are actually communicating on the spiritual plane, telling your physical selves, your ego, to get it together and to reconnect, because this is a connection of a lifetime. Okay, so that's all I have for you, group number 1. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. All right, group number 2, this is for everyone who chose this card right here. This is your June 2020 message. And excuse my nails, guys, it is kind of quarantine, so I have not been able to go to the nail salon. Okay, group number 2, this is what I want to tell you. So what you chose was actually the 5 of Wands. And this is actually great because this represents Mars and Leo. So what this is telling me, group number 2, is that your creativity and your passion is going to be sparked up again. So for some of you, you guys have already found, because this is heavily a life purpose group number 2. And you know, the reason why I feel this way is because of this card right here, which says life purpose. But this was the card that was highlighted to me more than anything. Group number 2, some of you have already found your life purpose, but recently there was a lull or a lag. You weren't able to think of new creative ideas. But in June 2020, there is going to be new creative ideas that you are going to have that are going to reignite your passion for whatever it is that you do, because your mental clarity, even though there's Mercury retrograde, is going to be on point, especially due to the creative factor, especially due to creativity. I'm hearing that a lot of you guys might be painters, artists, musicians, business owners in June 2020, or some of you have already thought of this idea recently. You are going to get a divinely inspired idea that is going to push forward your life purpose, your passion, and you are going to see a vast improvement in whatever that passion passion is of yours. And Spirit wants me to let you know, group number 2, that that passion has something to do with your life purpose. Now, what I do want to tell you is that your life purpose is definitely very competitive. The reason being is because I was drawn to the fact that you picked the 5 of Wands, and then I also got the Queen of Wands with the life purpose card. This is telling me, this progression is telling me that yes, your life purpose is competitive. Whether it is you're an actress and you have to compete for roles, or you're a musician and you have to, there's so many artists out there currently, or maybe you're a business owner and you know there's a lot of competition in your field of business. There's your life purpose is going to be very competitive, and you are going to have a lot of competitors around you in the everyday, is what I'm hearing. And a lot of you, what I'm hearing is that this can be intimidating, because a lot of you might be like, what are the chances that I'm going to win when so many other people are winning? Or, you know, that person's winning, I can't. There's a lot of that thought going on. Group number 2, your spirit guides want you to know whatever business you're in, whatever creative endeavor that you're doing and you feel inspired to do, is your life purpose, is why you were sent here on this earth. And I'm seeing that it is something that's going to make you money, actual money, not just something you do for fun. Because I have a vision of pentacles, of the tarot, the pentacles all around you, okay? And I see it mixed with the wand energy, which is telling me that your passion, your competitive passion, where you feel like the sector's very competitive, is going to be successful for you, is going to make you money. And I'm hearing that Spirit is giving you a new idea, a new creative spark, either recently towards the end of May, or maybe you had it in May, but it's really going to be recognized and developed June 2020. Which is going to catapult you into success the more that you build on it. They are saying, yes, this idea is practical. They are telling me, yes, this is a divinely inspired idea. And yes, this has to do with your life purpose. And if you are on your right path, you cannot, well, you can fail, okay? But the path to success, as many people say, is like this, right? So pretty much when you're on the right path, you will know, because even though there might be setbacks, there will always be some sort of reward pushing you forward. Like, there was a setback, but then this advancement happened, or there is a setback, but I know I can do better. So you're going to keep having the energy, motivation, and drive to keep going after it. So it's either you'll see the physical sign of abundance as a sign you're on the right path, or despite failure, you'll still have enough passion to go push forward and keep making your dream happen. So there's going to be some sort of sign you are on the right path. But what I'm hearing for you, group number 2, is that you were blessed recently, or will be in June, with a new idea, a creative spark, something that you're going to be like, wow, this is a really good idea, I'm really passionate about, but I don't know if it's realistic. Your spirit guides are saying yes, it is. For some of you who are not already on your life purpose, because this is a general reading, or know what your natural talents are, in June 2020, I'm hearing you're going to get a divinely inspired idea, or a divinely inspired, you're going to be divinely pushed into some sort of, into studying something, or feeling passionate about learning or developing something. And this is a sign that this is an idea from your spirit guides, and this idea is divinely inspired and is going to lead you to abundance, doing your life purpose. And this is actually a very normal thing to happen with Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn going retrograde, all in May 2020. Because, guys, when Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn goes retrograde, it's not always a bad thing for everybody. During my Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn retrograde 2 years ago, I actually started my YouTube channel and it blew up. And I just had this idea I was passionate about pursuing, and I did it, and it ended up leading me here, okay? Doing something I love and that gives me abundance, thankfully. So this is what I'm seeing happening for you, group number 2, is this is really going to give you some random, divinely inspired idea that you are going to put the work into because you feel like it. and it's going to lead you to the right path. And I'm hearing that this talent is something that you've had not for one lifetime, not for two lifetimes, but multiple lifetimes. You have carried this soul knowledge, this soul talent, this calling with you through multiple incarnations here on earth. Now, for others of you who are already doing your life purpose, but it's competitive, or you kind of felt like it was hard for you to stand out, you are going to get your burst of creativity and inspiration back, which is going to cause a renewal in your life. So for those of you who are about to give up because nothing big has happened, you haven't had any creative, divinely inspired ideas, group number 2, you are about to in June, or you already have, but a lot of you might be indecisive or think that it's not realistic. Your spirit guides are saying, yes, it is. I'm seeing it as clear as day. This was literally a gift from the heavens and your spirit guides, because they have decided that you are now ready on your journey and path to get that spark and inspiration back, or to be revealed what your past life talent is. Some people are lucky enough where their past life talents, they know it from when they're little, because they're like little Mozart. But for you, group number 2, I feel like yours was slowly revealed to you. And I feel the reason being is because a lot of you are meant to learn in this life through trial and error. So some of you guys might have had one thing you really wanted to do growing up, but I'm sensing that your life purpose is going to involve something that you did not expect when you were younger, that uses your natural talents that you like even more. So what I'm also hearing for you, group number 2, is that a lot of you, I'm really sensing, so I'm going to go ahead and draw these cards, because I'm sensing a lot of creative, divinely blessed energy, a renewal in energy where you're like, oh wow, I can do it like this. Your creativity is back, your ideas are back, your spark is back essentially in June 2020. Guys, I got divine guidance. Did I not tell? I'm done. Tarot is so accurate. This is your spirit guides, guys, showing this to you. Okay, this is like a divinely, are you going through your Jupiter return or some north node over a large planet like Venus, Sun going on in your birth chart? Because what I'm seeing is this is divine timing, that you have these creative inspirations now because you are ready and your spirit guides want to reveal them to you. So I am sensing, group number 2, you are let me see if I can, first of all, so journaling, for some of you, it's about writing, vlogging, blogging, YouTuber. Journaling could be anything. It could be vlogging, lifestyle, writing, lyrics, music. Let's see what else. A new project. You guys are going to do some sort of new project, have some sort of new idea that's going to lead you to long-term abundance, guys. That's what I'm hearing. Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn retrograde is what's up, guys, especially for you. I love it. So what I'm also seeing is a lot of you, I feel like some of you already had this idea or have started to feel it. Your spirit guides are saying, yes, it's time for you to take action on it. Now, a lot of you, what I'm hearing is a lot of you know what to do, but you're in a standstill where you're not really doing it, or you feel like, oh, what's the point? I'm going to fail, or it's so competitive. There's a lot of self-defeating talk, or like some sort of thing that's keeping you not taking action on this. I want to give you confirmation that action on this, even if it's not like right away success, it's going to lead you to what you're looking for. And as long as it's responsible, guys, remember to take action on this, because I do see that. And I see a group number 2, a lot of you have a lot of very high goals and aspirations, because I also got the Sun and Venus. Now, Sun and Venus in a birth chart normally means that, you know, a lot of your ego, kind of like the Cancer risings with Leo in the 2nd house, or Libra with Leo in the 11th house, comes from having nice material things, being wealthy, being well off. So a lot of you, you know, you have high goals and aspirations in life where you want to be seen, you want to be heard, or you want to be very successful and have nice things and be glamorous, is what I'm hearing. Group number 2, you are on the path to that. Your spirit guides have heard your soul's yearning for that, okay? And you know, they are now giving you ideas, creativity, and inspiration that is going to lead you to that, and you're going to feel, you know, inspired to do it. So this is amazing, group number 2. June is going to be amazing for you. I have this card right here that says called. Souls, gifts, and training. It's time to step up. You are literally being called to your life purpose, group number 2, or what it is you're meant to be doing. This isn't just a normal creative inspiration. This creative inspiration is your calling, a divine calling from your spirit guides. Wow, this is amazing. Now, a lot of you, I know you're going to have a hard time believing this because recently, or for the past few months, and everyone was going through this with the coronavirus, but for you, I'm sensing that there was like some sort of storm brewing around you where things were difficult, your mind was foggy, it kind of felt like everything was against you, it kind of felt like every day was raining, there wasn't really that inspiration. I'm feeling cold, damp, and wet, kind of like a storm, or a lot of like unsure energy or anxiety. Your spirit guides are showing me a rainbow. Okay, at the end of this journey with your creative endeavor, with your new creative project, with your new creative idea, whether it has to do with business or anything, they're showing me a rainbow, which means blessings, guys. The storm is over. In June, you're going to receive the rainbow after the storm. This is amazing. This is amazing, group number 2. That's what I want to tell you. I'm also sensing, group number 2, I have this vision of you that I do want to point out. I have this vision of you guys living near the sea. I sense that a lot of you, you guys feel very drawn to the ocean or the water, okay? And this is because you have, I say this in a lot of my pick cards, a lot of you, not all of you, this is a general reading. You feel drawn to Atlantis, and that's because you have a past life in Atlantis. A lot of you feel drawn to live by the ocean, by the sea. Your spirit guides are supporting this, and I see sometime in the future you're actually going to live by an ocean, by a sea, and I'm hearing Hawaii or a tropical island or some sort of island or some sort of tropical paradise. Sea turtles is what I'm hearing, guys. So this is gonna, and a kangaroo, you know, someplace kangaroos, sea turtles. I see a lot of you guys are gonna live, you know, somewhere beautiful like that. One thing that I am hearing for you is that friendships are hard for you, or work partnerships are very hard for you. And the reason why that is, so some of you guys might have had a work partnership or a creative partnership, or if not that, your friends don't seem to understand you, or making friends is really hard because you feel so different from everyone else. So this is a general reading, so it's one of the few things. Either friendships are hard for you because you feel so different from everyone else and you're oftentimes misunderstood, and you are normally read and taken wrong than your intentions, and you just don't fit in with a group of people, or a lot of people don't support your visions and ideas, and they kind of dismiss you, which makes you feel bad about yourself and kind of lowers your self-esteem. Or you have a hard time working in creative groups or partnerships because your ideas and visions are so different than how other people think. So other people might not understand your vision. And what I'm hearing from your spirit guides is don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself, even if no one believes in you, even if your friends aren't supporting you, even if your partnerships, your creative partnerships, your group partnerships, people don't get you and they're underestimating you. Let them. Your spirit guides are saying, even though no one understands you or those partnerships are hard, stay true to your vision. Don't give up, because the reason why you have a different vision than everyone else is because you are a light worker. You are an old soul. You're from Atlantis. You are revolutionary. You are ahead of your time. And the fact that other people don't understand you is a sign you're on the right path, okay? You know, a lot of the greats, like I always say, were ahead of their time. Grunge was ridiculed until Kurt Cobain made it big. Nikola Tesla was ridiculed before he made it big. People didn't understand. Let them not understand. You are in touch with your truth. And what I'm hearing for you, group number 2, is that, first of all, these are the names that came up, okay, guys? So maybe you know somebody. Maybe this is the name of your spirit guide. I have Serafina, Zana, Anna, Indriel. Okay, so maybe that's something that really calls to you. Let's see if I have anything else. So yeah, I have Serafina, Sarah, Fia, anything with Fia, Indrid, Indriel, Zana, Anna, Donna, you know, anything to do with those names. Those are your spirit guide's name, or maybe that's your name as confirmation. So one thing that I am seeing though is a lot of you, in Gemini season, because June 2020 is Gemini season, May 2022. But in June 2020, when the sun goes in Gemini, this normally means our soul this month is supposed to make some sort of big life-changing decision, but this is going to call for a sacrifice, because Gemini, when the sun is in Gemini, the Gemini is about duality, the sun is about individuality, right? So when the sun goes into Gemini, like it's going to in June 2020, you're going to have to make a decision, is what I'm hearing. Do you go with the group? Do you go with the group consensus? Do you listen to other people, or do you listen to yourself and what you want? Don't listen to what other people want. Don't listen to what other people want because it conveniences them. Listen to what you want and stand by that, because you are in touch with your truth. And I'm hearing that you connect through spirit, through your heart chakra. So group number 2, when you're picking a card, feel with your heart which card calls out to you, okay? Because your feelings, your emotions, what you feel like through your heart chakra is showing you the answer. And I'm hearing group number 2 that a lot of this decision that you have to make has to do with, do you stay true to yourself, or do you do what's going to be best for other people? All right. I'm also hearing too, a lot of you, I have an image of a stork. Okay, I have an image of a stork. I have an image of letters and a heart. So group number 2, for some of you, this isn't all of you, this is a general reading, but for a lot of you, this could just be that divinely created idea that I was saying. But for a lot of you, I'm sensing that in your family somewhere, someone's going to have a baby, or there's going to be a new development in your family. Like maybe, there's a new bond created with your family. There's going to be some sort of new family experience, new family member come into your life in June 2020. Or some sort of new thing in your home, or something new in your family. That's one thing that I want to point out that I was strongly seeing. So that's all I have for you, group number 2. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye. This is for everyone who chose group number 3 and chose this card right here. This is your June 2020 prediction. All right, group number 3. So let's take a look at what your message is. So this card actually represents the Page of Wands, okay? So let's see what your June 2020 is going to consist of. So immediately what I'm hearing for a lot of you is recently, or maybe soon, there's been a lot of drama in your close and intimate relationships. Specifically, I'm hearing in your household, with your family, or with your friends. There's been a lot of conflicts with the people in your life due to heightened emotions. And this is also something that I'm seeing in June 2020. And this is completely normal. We have good stuff too, but Spirit does want me to convey this message to you. So in June 2020, the sun is going to be in Gemini. But then Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is going to be in Cancer, which is all about emotions, home, and family. So essentially what I'm seeing for you, group number 3, is that this is going to be, have I been saying too, group number 3, this is going to be an emotional month for you, because you are going to be impacted by this Mercury being in Cancer. This means that we're more emotional, we're making decisions based on emotions, and also we are communicating with our emotions as opposed to our logic in June 2020. So this is completely normal, and most of us are going to go through this. But group number 3, I'm specifically seeing that this is really going to stir up a lot of drama in your household, or like in your family, with your spouse, with your kids, with the people you live with, or with your friends. I'm just sort of sensing, group number 3, that first of all, what I want to tell you about your energy is, when I asked Spirit what your energy was so I could really portray this message, they showed me this dog, okay? And I don't mean you're a dog, but what I'm hearing from this is that you guys are people who are so loyal. You are good friends. You give to people without them knowing. You support people and talk good behind their back. You are a ride or die type of person, and you're someone who's honest, generous, kind, and you're a great, amazing friend. But for some reason, I'm sensing that people take advantage of this, or they don't appreciate you, and you feel very left out of the group. You feel left out of your friendships. You feel left out of your family. You feel rejected by your family. You feel like your family's out to get you. You feel like your friends are out to get you, because I also saw the sun being in the 12th house. So this could be, in your birth chart or the transit you're going to have, 12th house transits, but it doesn't matter. What I'm essentially seeing is a lot of you feel as though, because the 12th house is about hidden enemies, right? I feel like a lot of you feel like a lot of people they exclude you, they reject you, and you feel rejected by other people despite how good of a friend or good of a person or good of a family member you are. You kind of feel like no one around you really sees or appreciates that. And some of you, like throughout your life, you even have come to having a lack of boundaries with other people, being too friendly, too nice, because in the past you've been rejected and you know how it feels, so you don't want anyone else to feel like that. So you'll almost take it too far and be too nice to the point where you don't speak up for yourself and you allow people to treat you like a dog, is what I'm hearing, group number 3. You get taken advantage of. People just assume you're always going to be there. They take your loyalty as weakness. And sometimes maybe you allow yourself to be weak and you dim your light for others because you know what it's like to be rejected and you don't want people to feel like that. And also because you want to be accepted. And there's nothing wrong with that, because in Sidereal, in June 2020, Mars is going to be in Aquarius. And, I follow Sidereal, but for my channel, I do tropical because most people know tropical. When Mars is in Aquarius, this can mean we find value and we want friendships, because Aquarius is the sign of groups of people. And I'm seeing a lot of you find value and you want to be included in a group. You want people to accept you and see you for you without you having to over-explain yourself. But I'm sensing there's some sort of disconnect where you feel as though your friends are your enemies, you don't trust your friends, or you feel alone and like no one understands you. You feel rejected by your friends and family. And in turn, I'm seeing a lot of emotions about that coming up, about how maybe you feel like the black sheep in your family, or it could also be too that the reason why you feel like this about your friendships currently is because in your family you were the black sheep or you were rejected. So now this is carrying over in your friendships. But I am seeing there's good things, but I just want to make you aware of it, because I don't want this to be a fake channel where we're like money, fame, pick a card. I want it to be real, but we're going to get to the good stuff, I promise. I want you to know that I actually feel like the reason why you feel this way, I actually feel like you take people's rejection of you as you're not good enough. You internalize it. You actually start to become people's projection of you, because I feel like most of the time people have bad intentions and you're not like that. So people will project their bad intentions on you essentially. And I'm seeing that in June 2020, you're learning how to release the care of what other people think about you and stay true to who you are. Because if you do this and if you suffer this now and you stay true to you, you speak up for yourself. You still keep your kindness and who you are, but if you speak up for yourself, if you stay true to you, even though it might be lonely, it's a good thing. Because I heard Archangel Michael. You guys, you know what? Archangel Michael is one of your spirit guides. He's a very common spirit guide to have, because essentially Archangel Michael comes when people are empathetic. And as empaths like you are, because I'm here in group number 3, you're actually a starseed. I didn't get that for the other groups. They could be, but for you specifically, I got the empathetic starseed card. Energetic sovereignty, which means you're a pure soul and other people are not as pure as you and they project their unpure intentions on you. Absorbing what's not yours. As an empathetic starseed, you have a lot of cords that attach to people who drain your energy. And you just absorb everything. Archangel Michael protects empaths because he has a sword and he's able to cut the cords of people who are attached to you, energy vampires, actually vampires feeding off of you energetically. So that's why he's around you, and that's why he's one of your spirit guides, because that happens to you quite a bit, to the point where it takes your power. But what I'm seeing, group number 3, is that it's a good thing if these people don't see your value after you speak up for yourself, after you stop caring what they think, because then you will be able to see who is for you and who is not for you on your journey. Because I see group number 3, there is a group of people that is for you on your journey. And you are going to know that it is these people, because when you start speaking up for yourself and standing in your power, and you stop caring what people think, and you are authentic, not trying to be like the group you associate with, not trying to be what people want you to be, when you are yourself, not bending over backwards to help people, just yourself, you're going to see who stays around and who values you and who walks away. The people who walked away were just feeding on you energetically. The people who stayed are actually people of value who are going to help you in some big way. Specifically, what I'm hearing is that they could help you. They could be a part of your soul family is what I'm hearing, but also they could help you in some sort of creative endeavor. Now, for some of you, I'm sensing a lot of you are thinking about moving homes or changing your home. This is because the sun is going to be in Gemini, Mercury in Cancer, which means making decisions about your home. So what I'm seeing is a lot of you, if you are thinking of moving, you are going to find your soul family, your tribe, when you move to whatever place you decide to move after this. That's what I'm honestly hearing, because group number 3, you're not going to fit in a lot of the time because you have a very pure soul. You are a good friend. You are a good person. It is not you. It's almost like you're too pure for this world, but not really. It's not you. It's just that most people don't understand why you're so nice or why you're like that, because you are a starseed, and a lot of people on this earth aren't, essentially. So also, I'm hearing that a lot of you could be really into spirituality. You guys could be spiritual teachers, do spirituality as a job. But I'm hearing that a lot of you, as a starseed, as an empathetic starseed, you were brought here to be some sort of leader, specifically spiritual leader. And if not a spiritual leader, you were sent here to be a leader because you come with higher ideas, higher philosophies, higher talents that is going to lead in the new world into the age of Aquarius. So if some people don't take you for granted, or don't see you, or misread you, that's because they just don't understand you, because they're not capable to. And I want you to know that, because I see a lot of you don't feel loved and you feel let down emotionally by your friends and family. I'm hearing I heard for you, group number 3, your spirit guides. And I feel like I don't want to say I could be channeling God, but this is honestly how I feel. I feel like your spirit guide, it's not just Archangel Michael. I feel like God is speaking to you honestly right now. And I got the tingles. This is why every time I channel, I get the tingles. Okay, this is how I know. God is speaking speaking to you, saying that they love you, whatever girl, guy, whatever you believe in. They love you, and they are wrapping around you with this big, large bear hug. They're giving you a huge, I saw an image of a bear. They're giving you a bear hug and saying that, she's saying, I love you. God loves you. A love that lasts many lifetimes. A love that isn't going to use you. A love that is true and unconditional. And he has been with you this whole journey. And if you don't feel loved by your friends and family and accepted, guess what? Guess who's smiling at you? God. God loves you. God accepts you. God sees you as the beautiful creation you are. And normally I'm channeling spirit guides, deceased loved one. God wants you to know that you are loved. And I'm literally feeling so much pressure that I feel it squeezing on my cheeks. Like, your cheeks are beautiful. Your jaw is beautiful. You are beautiful. You are exactly how I made you, is what God is saying. And God, he, she is around you all of the time. Okay, so if these people don't accept you, F them, because God thinks you're beautiful. God came through for you today, and I want you to know that. Doesn't matter about religion. I don't like getting into religion, Christianity, whatever you resonate with and believe in, because to me they are all wisdom. And I'm also hearing that God, group number 3, is going to work through you in a big way, where you one day are going to be a leader to young people or people in general who were in your position that felt different and strange because they were starseeds and empaths. God is going to work through you so you can be the leader and role model that you have never had, because it's very rare you meet people like you. And you are going to be that leader and role model for younger, empathetic starseeds one day. And they are going to have someone to look up to and model their life after and learn from, unlike you. And that is going to be your divine mission. And this is why you go through so much family karma. This is why you go through having issues with friends. This is why you feel different and unaccepted. Sometimes healers have to go through that in order to really feel called to help, like in the Skeleton Key in the movie. She wanted to be a nurse for the elderly because she wasn't there for her father when he passed, So this is why you're going through all of this. And this is going to lead you to your life purpose that I really feel like has something to do with counseling, healing, therapy, as an influencer who's weird and different, who sets a new trend, as an artist who is able to relate to people who feels weird too, like My Chemical Romance, right? Or as a spiritual leader, spiritual healer of some sort. But definitely not really a healer. I'm sensing more of a leadership, talking, speaking, demonstrating, showing. Okay, that's what I feel for you doing. I do see, okay, group number 3, that, like I said, your emotions are going to be high. I'm sensing a lot of drama in the home. This is family karma you guys have to work out. But I'm also sensing too, one of the things that's coming up is I'm hearing that one of your spirit guides is a father. I'm hearing a male energy. Let me see if I can pick them up. Hold on. Male energy, father, their higher self, or their spirit. Okay, so the message I got is that for some of you in June 2020, this karma has to do with your father. So your father could have been someone who's very strict on you, maybe a little angry, someone who's a disciplinarian, someone who didn't understand you, who was harsh with you. Whatever the case is, I see in June 2020, you're going to heal the karma with your father, or that's going to be a big karma you're going to play out. Some of them, they could have been very angry too, is what I'm hearing. Or if not heal, because I know that's dangerous for some of you. I understand that. For some of you, I feel like you're going to get like therapy or counseling for what you went through with your father, and it's going to heal you and help you release that karma. Or I feel like you've been called to do that, and you absolutely should. But for others of you, because this is a general reading, it's not for all of you, but for those of you who didn't have like an abusive per se father, in a really off, you know what I'm trying to say? I'm sensing that somebody's father is praying for you. Your father is praying for you. Your father is praying for your health. Your father prays for you every night. God is saying that he hears your father's prayers about you. So your father is really praying for you all the time, for some of you. And God wants you to know that. So your father prays for your health. Your father prays for you. Or there's going to be some sort of big family karma worked out or healed or resolved with your father specifically in June 2020. Okay, that's a very big thing that I was hearing. Let me see if I'm picking anything else up real quick. Okay, so I do see group number 3. A lot of you, I'm hearing a hearth blessing. Okay, so first of all, I see in the future, a lot of you are looking at homes. A lot of you are trying to redecorate your home. This is very normal with the transits. I said it in my Venus retrograde reading. I'm hearing that a lot of you, your future home, this is what I'm hearing. It's going to have a fireplace or some sort of furnace. You're going to be able to burn wood in it. I'm also hearing that for a lot of you, this is going to be a home that is older or has history or is made in brick. I'm seeing there's a huge focus on your home in June 2020. Whether it's you remodel it or you're looking for a home, I'm seeing that the future look of your home, this is what I'm picturing, has some sort of fireplace, brick, furnace. It has like a vintagey old style feel, but it's still modern on the inside. But it has kind of like a castle, like your home being your castle. I see you doing that in June 2020. I see you reinventing your home in a big way. That's going to be a blessing. All right, let me see if I'm picking anything else up. Okay, am I picking anything else up? No, that's all wait, hold on. Hold on for just a second, guys. Yeah, I saw keep going. We have the Divine Guidance card. Let me see if I can pick up, okay, Archangel Michael. Okay, so what I'm seeing, group number 3, is it's time for you to receive, because a lot of you, like I said, you're kind of like that dog, you know, that tries to help other people. It's time for you to receive from other people. And I actually see you, I actually see the friends that you are meant to have, your soulmate friends. They are going to give you the resources that you used to give other people who didn't deserve it. And that's how you'll know they are your soulmate. And for some of you, I think you're going to meet them in a class setting. And for others of you, I feel as though a lot of you are going to start taking classes or something, or in a school setting. But I'm also hearing, I'm getting an image, because the dog keeps popping up, group number 3. Your animal, your pet, for those of you who have pets, they are absolutely a spirit guide to you. They were, ooh, tingles. They were brought in your life for a reason. God brought them in your life because you deserve that love. You deserve that love that people just cannot give you, because your soul is almost as pure as an animal. So whatever that pet is, they are coming through. They are coming through, and they are your spirit guide. And oh, that just feels so fuzzy. Okay, so one more thing, group number 3. You have your inner voice is whispering something to you. And also, I'm sorry, this is going on so long. Group number 3, as an empathetic starseed, your spirit guides communicate with you through claircognizance, which means you might you might talk to yourself or have back and forth rapport with yourself. When you're doing that and it's positive, this is actually your spirit guides talking to you. So if you're like, oh man, I suck, but then a thought pops out, or you talk to yourself and you say, no, you actually don't suck, you're pretty good at that. That's how you communicate with your spirit guides, and that's your spirit guides responding to you, and they want you to know that. Okay, like that's a big message I heard. And I'm also hearing, group number 3, that you guys have been having a lot of weird dreams lately. And we have the 12th house, we have the sun in the 12th house, we have, and I'm also getting a picture of like the dream world, the astral plane on the dream world. I'm seeing a lot of you have had weird dreams. Your dreams are synchronistic, and they're showing you the signs. It's your intuition and spirit guides talking to you through the dreams. And it's also, if you're wondering what your dreams mean, it's mirroring to you the things that you need to heal emotionally that have been making you depressed. So a lot of the times when we're depressed, we can't put a finger on why we are. A lot of it has to do with repressed emotions of things that we have not healed from the past. And I see that your dreams are helping you work that out and showing you what you have not healed from. And they're giving you signs, and pay attention to your dreams, because they're giving you answers to your questions. I'm also hearing too, guys, a lot of you have psychic intuition and psychic hearing or cognizance. And I'm also hearing too, a lot of you guys are going to be seeing a lot of synchronicity. And one of the big numbers I heard for you was 444. And I'm also hearing 111 and 1111. You are going to be seeing that a lot, okay? And also, guys, what I'm hearing is that you're learning to trust your intuition, because if you don't trust your intuition, a big part of that is because there's not enough self-love for you to trust your own guidance. Trust your own guidance, guys. Trust me. So that's all I have for you. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye. This is the June 2020 reading for everyone who chose this group number 4. It's group number 4. This is what I have for you. So the card that you picked is the Knight of Swords. So what is June 2020 going to look like for you? So immediately what I'm seeing from the skull with the knife going in the head and the black flowers is a lot of you recently have been suffering from a lot of overthinking. Possibly a lot of you could have a lot of headaches a lot of the time, or a lot of you have dark thoughts because the flower is sprouting out of the knife going into the skull. So it almost makes me feel like a lot of you have been thinking very negatively or are very frustrated about something you've been focusing a lot of your time and energy on. I'm also sensing like there's a lot of headaches going on in the back of your head, maybe some sinus headaches. And I'm also seeing too, group number 4, that essentially what I'm picking up from this is that a lot of you have been focusing a lot of your time and energy into something that is not panning out the way you want it to. You feel like your life is at a standstill. You feel like no matter how hard you work, how hard you focus, you feel like what you're focusing on is not going anywhere. You also feel like you put in more work than what you get back. You kind of feel like you're focusing, working on something, but it's not reaping the benefits that you want from the amount of work, time, and energy you put into it. And not only that, what it's causing you to do is it's causing you to become depressed, stressed, uninspired, and there's almost like this dark cloud hanging over you because whatever it is that you're doing during the day, it sucks the fun out of it because you don't see it progressing the way you want, and it almost feels like there's no win or no earning that makes it worth the time or effort that you put into it. This is the energy. I'm getting a very stuck feeling where there's very little movement forward. I want you to know, group number 4, this is going to change. The reason why you were experiencing this is because the timing is not right or was not right currently for the thing that you had in mind, or the product you had in mind, or the outcome you had in mind. The timing was not right. And I know that's really frustrating to hear because, you know, a lot of the times it's like, why isn't the timing right? I want it now. Let's get it done. It's because there's something better for you, group number 4. I really see with this Knight of Swords energy that it's almost, I'm hearing out with the old, in with the new. I feel like there was a new way you were supposed to go about this, and you were kind of going about it in a different, or a way that's not in alignment with the best way to do it. So essentially what I'm seeing for you, group number 4, is in June 2020, what's going to happen is that life is going to speed up again. And the reason being is Saturn is going retrograde in Capricorn, or Aquarius if you do tropical, which removes blockages. Jupiter is going retrograde in Capricorn. Jupiter is debilitated in Capricorn, so when it goes retrograde, it stops making things go so slow, and it stops making things be so hard, and also it brings back past efforts. So actually what I see for you, group number 4, is I sense a lot of your money struggles or a lot of your abundance success struggles is actually going to turn around, because I'm seeing 2 arrows, like kind of like the karmic wheel going around. A lot of your past work is going to pay off for you with this Jupiter, Pluto, Saturn retrograde happening in June 2020. Time isn't going to go so slow. You are no longer going to be at such a standstill. There's going to be some propel movement forward. And I feel for a lot of you guys, because this is like a dead man, it's not a scary thing. It just means I feel like a lot of you are going to end something and start something new. Not necessarily, change everything in your life completely, but what I'm seeing with Soulcraft is a lot of you guys have like some sort of craft you've been working on, some sort of job, some sort of work. It's not necessarily you're on the wrong path. There's just, or maybe for some of you it is, but it just means you need to rework it. And I see you transforming your process in a way that is more fulfilling and also more inspiring. So I definitely see you leaving something behind that is no longer working for you, or maybe the universe ended it for you so you could have time to find and pursue the right way. But there's definitely going to be some sort of ending of something that was really blocking your success and abundance. And I see a lot of past deeds coming back to you, past efforts being paid off to you in this month. But for a lot of you, group number 4, the thing about it is that a lot of you have lost a lot of happiness, joy, and enthusiasm where you are. And your spirit guides told me signs and enthusiasm. This is them saying that they show you the right way you need to go based on how excited you feel about whatever decision you need to make. Because group number 4, I do sense there's a lot of indecision in your life right now. And the reason being is because the sun is going to be in Gemini. Now, when the sun is in Gemini, it means, first of all, Gemini means duality. It's represented by the Lovers. When the sun is there, which is your soul, that represents like a single choice. So your sun is going to be in Gemini for June 2020, which means you're going to have to make a choice. And Gemini is ruled by the Ten of Swords, which means that there's going to have to be a sacrifice for something better. It means something is going to have to end to get out of your way so you can find that something better. That's something that you love more. So I see a lot of you guys are going to be very indecisive about something in June 2020. Your spirit guides are saying if you want to know which choice is the right choice, the signs we are giving you is through enthusiasm. If you do not feel enthusiastic about what it is you're deciding to do, that is how you know that's the wrong path. If you feel enthusiastic about the choice you make, that is how you know you are on the right path. And the reason why this is happening, like I said, it has a lot to do with timing, because a lot of you recently, group number 4, you were slowed down, kind of like the first group, so you could do a lot of inner healing in regards to belief in yourself and self-love. Because even if we're on the right path, sometimes our path can be hindered, or we're not reaping the rewards we deserve from our life because inwardly we don't have belief in ourselves and our talents. And a lot of the times this is very hard to recognize, but essentially you are learning, because with law of attraction, or with prosperity, abundance, success, doing well in school, making a lot of money, the key thing, this is why a lot of sociopaths, I think, make a lot of money, a lot of narcissists. I'm probably wrong. I'm not a psychologist, guys, but this is my theory. I just feel like it's because they have this entitlement. Group number 4, the reason why you were slowed down is because there wasn't enough self-love for you to be a match for abundance and success. Because if you believe you don't deserve something, or if you believe you're not good enough, or you have to work really hard to even earn what you already deserve, the universe feels that energetically, because the world is a mirror. We attract what we are, and you were not attracting the abundant success you wanted because there was a lack of belief in self and a lack of self-love, and the vibration you were letting off was that I do not deserve this abundance that I should be getting for my work or for my efforts. That's why there was a lot of a standstill. But I'm seeing that a lot of you are doing a lot of healing, or you're doing a lot of healing currently, of self-love, of being confident in yourself. And I see that because of this, in June 2020, time is going to speed up a lot. But I also heard the message that don't try to rush everything. I know a lot of you are in a hurry to get where you need to go. A lot of you are in a hurry for some sort of wish you want to manifest, is what I'm hearing. When the timing is right, it will manifest, and the timing will be right when you work on self-love, because the biggest thing about wish fulfillment, the law of attraction, manifesting abundance, happiness, is self-love. If you do not have that, if there's no belief in self, and it's not your Jupiter return or Rahu or North Node over Sun or your career houses or whatever, then you're not going to manifest the abundance you deserve for the work you do. But I'm telling you, like, when you start doing those, I love really loving yourself, really doing the work, really like loving who you are authentically, not being scared to be yourself. When you master that, go to a psychologist, read a book, whatever. Self-love is the most important thing. When you do that, you're going to start seeing this abundance manifest into your life very fast. And I'm seeing from a lot of the past work that you did, even because I'm hearing a lot of money. I'm seeing a lot of money coming in, a lot of money, actually, because I got abundance, success, money like 5 times in this spread. But what I do see, though, is that a lot of you might be indecisive about something, because maybe in the past it's earned you money, or maybe you're trying to figure out, do you care more about material abundance or happiness? There's like an indecision. Your spirit guides want you to know that if you listen and you take a risk responsibly, guys, and you follow what brings you passion, you are going to receive the abundance you deserve. Because with your life purpose, when you are in alignment, you work on self-love, you will always manifest in abundance, and your spirit guides want you to know that. So you know, what I'm hearing from them is, with this decision, always choose your passion. In your case, group number 4, because that passion and enthusiasm and that excitement is literally your psychic gift on how you know which decision to make in Gemini season in June 2020. And also what I'm hearing too is that a lot of you, this is a general reading, so hear me out. And I'm going to get into what your soul craft is, because I do see a lot of you were born with some sort of craft or talent. A lot of you, there was a friendship or relationship recently that you were ghosted on, that didn't work out, where you feel blocked off from this connection, whether it's romantic or friendship. This person who has rejected you, or this relationship, was teaching you how to trust your intuition, and also how to love yourself enough to walk away and not deal with that treatment. So I'm going to say that again. For those of you who had a friendship or a romantic interest who has blocked you, walked away, or has or where there was like some sort of fight or some sort of separation, your spirit, or if that's happening, whatever, your spirit guides want you to know that, once again, they were brought as a teacher in your life, even though that could be painful, to teach you self-love, to teach you what you do and don't deserve, and to trust your intuition and trust yourself. So that's what I got. One thing I do see for you, group number 4, is you are being watched over right now. I do see that. So I'm going to try to see if I can channel who that is and why. And also I'm going to channel your soul craft. But okay, let me just get... Who is watching over group number 4? Who is watching over group number 4? Okay. Who is watching over group number 4? Who is watching over group number 4? So there's one person in particular that's really calling out to me, but I want to confirm it first. There's one person in particular. This person, I feel like, is feminine in spirit and has walked the earthly plane. I feel like it's a great-grandmother or grandmother. But I'm going to make... Ooh, I got the chills. Yeah, they keep coming through for you guys. Okay. Bridge, 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 bridge. Hold on for just a second. Okay, so what I'm hearing about this spirit guide is that they have been with you since you were a child. So you might have had encounters with them when you were a child. They've literally been with you since you were very, very small. I'm also hearing that they're probably feminine in energy. And I'm also sensing for a lot of you, what I honestly feel is it could be an ancestor that you have not met, because I'm sensing they've lived in the 1800s. I'm sensing they lived in the early 1900s and you were not alive to meet them, but they're connected with you through the bloodline, and because you share the same soul craft, which means soul talent, as they do. So now they are watching over you as a guardian spirit. I'm also hearing they like when you light candles, or when you blow out candles, or candles go out. Something to do with lights and candles is a big thing. And also, I'm willing to bet you had an encounter with them when you were a child. Definitely. And also, this person manifests themselves to you as animals acting strangely as well. Or... hold on, let me just make sure. Okay, so group number 4, much like group number 1, I see the 9 of Pentacles coming to you with your soul craft. I see you being very financially well off. I see you being very, very financially well off. For some of you, this could be investment or finances or even real estate, but I see you making a lot of wise investments at some point that's going to pay off in the future. I also see too that a lot of you are so indecisive about something. What are you indecisive about? For some of you, this could even be law or court or something like that. Okay, you're indecisive because of money. You're indecisive and scared to make this decision because of money. You're literally trying to choose between money or your passions, and your spirit guides are saying if you follow your passion, the money will follow, but you have to take that leap of faith is what I'm hearing. You have to just try and take the leap of faith. We also have perfectionism. So for a lot of you too, the reason why, like I said, your abundance isn't manifesting is because of that believing you have to be a perfectionist or work really hard for money, because there's a part of you that doesn't really feel deserving, but it has something to do with creative expression. I don't think the spirit guides want to reveal exactly what that is, but creative expression could literally be anything from just expressing yourself or doing something that makes you feel good creatively, or just even like real estate agents, or people who model houses, you know, it could be anything. But I don't feel like that was the point of this reading. I think they just want you to know that you're very scared about abundance, thinking about abundance. Your soul craft is going to bring you abundance. Make a decision based on your passions, have belief, have self-love, and you will see that. That's how you can make that decision. So that's all I have for you guys. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.